All right, Paul Thomas, Seneca Lake Wine Trail, here with Bernard Kanak of Serenity Vineyards. Bernard, thanks for taking some time today.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure.
It's not a bad thing to have to sit here,
No, it's
get paid
good.
to just hang out in the beautiful
Gorgeous
sun of the
view.
lake behind us.
Gorgeous view.
All right,
Yes,
Serenity
yes.
Vineyards, you are the winemaker here.
Yes.
Have been for some time now. If you can, give the viewers a little introduction about Serenity Vineyards.
Actually, it was started in 1936 as a farm, bought by the Smith family. And until 1977, it remained a regular farm with all kinds of different crops. And in 1977, it was turned into a vineyard. So since the early 80s, they've been selling grapes to other wineries around. In the mid-2000s, they got their winery license, so they started to make some wine. And the tasting room opened in 2011. So all the wines are estate grown. That's why we only have wines made from our grapes.
Now, that's a great thing to point out to the viewers, because while a lot of our wineries do grow a lot of their own grapes, it's tough to be an estate winery. There's not a lot of wineries that qualify where they can say, we literally grow all the grapes we put in our wine.
Yes, yes.
It's just not that common.
I think that the reason here is that the focus has always been on the vineyard. So that's why for us, so since 1977 until the mid-2000s, the main business was just grapes. We have mature vines, but the retail side of things are pretty new.
And the tasting room, you and I were talking about this offline. I love your tasting room.
Okay, thank you.
It's a great tasting room, and hopefully viewers are going to see in this some clips here from it and during this interview. But it's neat that it's right there in the production facility.
Yes, well, because it was meant to be when it was built, when the building was built, it was meant to be a vineyard shed. So just for equipment, and then over the years, it turned into a crush facility. Then we had a tank room, and then barrel room, warehouse, and tasting room. So it's more everything under one roof, and it's more tasting room corner and winemaking corner.
Yeah.
So it has a lot of the, reminds me a lot of southern France, where the tasting rooms are just like in the middle of the cellar, a couple of barrels standing up, and that's where you taste. So it has a very homey feeling.
Yeah, well, and nothing against the wineries that don't have it that way, obviously, but it is neat. It's authentic, it's real. I mean, the hardware is
yes.
right there.
Yes, I mean,
Right
you can see us at harvest just crushing the grapes and pressing and making the wine. It's an outware where I bring visitors in the back and taste some wines from the barrel or the tank as the wine is being made. Sometimes it's juice from the press, from the bottom of the press. So it's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
And people get to learn a lot of things.
Oh, they love it. It's so much
Yes.
better than reading about it in a magazine. or
Yes,
something.
yes. I
You know,
mean,
seeing it right there in front of you,
Once
tasting
you
it.
see it, you actually understand what it takes
Yeah.
to make wine.
Yeah.
For sure, yes.
Ted,
And it's
on the-
always an impromptu tour.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do like tour on with reservations, but
It's right
here
there.
we are. We have time, sure.
Take you
Yeah,
around,
we'll
show you
take
some
you
of
in
the
the back,
barrels
yes.
and stuff.
Yes.
Tell me about the wines now, Bernard. Your area of specialty. Tell us what some of your favorite wines. What are the ones that have been accolades?
Well, the winery is specialized in dry wines, specifically reds. We do have Rieslings and Chardonnay, but we are getting known for our dry reds, and we grow Pinot Noir, Cabernet Franc, and Merlot on the reds, and we are getting recognized for our blend, which is called Mirth, and it's 50% Cabernet Franc, 50% Merlot. So that's people are coming back for I remember the Mirth. How is it holding? And so
Great.
we
It's
have
great
a
to
lot
see
of-
you guys having success with that.
Yes, yes.
And it's great to see how the region continues to get, as you're aware, more accolades for our dry reds. Where
Yes.
traditionally 30, 40 years ago, people maybe were a little more critical of our dry reds.
Yes,
Right? We're not as
yes.
well known for them. But it's really neat to see you guys being right out there in the forefront of making some fantastic.
Yes, it's the beauty of the Finger Lakes that it's a mosaic of not even microclimates, but I think more of nanoclimates.
Yeah.
Where we can be even on the same farm, you will have totally different growing conditions. So finding the right grape for the right spot is critical, and we tend to be a little warmer on our site. We get warm air coming from the lake consistently, so we always get that little warmer feel to it, which is pretty good for reds for sure. We also have white wines. So Chardonnay, Riesling, of course.
Gotta have some Riesling.
Yes. And we also have some Cheval Blanc that is actually part of the original planting. So 40 years old vines, low yield, very concentrated fruit, and we make it on dry style. And that's a newer wine that we just released a couple of years ago, and it's just very popular.
And it's sold.
Yes, nice acidity, and we just released it thinking it would be just as a niche, and within 3 months it was sold out. So we had to make more of it. But each year is different,
Yeah.
so the style will change, but it's always very crisp, bright fruit, and very refreshing on a hot summer day.
Excellent. Did I miss anything, Bernard?
I think that's about it.
All right, Serenity Vineyards, 1977.
Yes.
That's 1977, the year it was founded.
Yes.
.com to find out more information about your facility. You're located right next to Seneca Shore Wine
Yes.
Cellars, right off of 14. Bernard, I want to thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you
Keep up
very
the great
much.
work.
Thank you.